Hey, what's up, nerds? Hey, what's up, nerds? Very serious. Hey, what's up, nerds? Let's get serious. What's up, nerds? So my video the other day where I talked about Magic dying a slow death, well, it garnered a lot of attention, for me at least. Some positive, some negative. It's a little better than 50-50 on the thumbs up, thumbs down scale, but I digress. It's definitely a topic that is very charged for a lot of people. I had many comments, and I tried to respond to most of them. Some of them I couldn't really decipher and thought maybe they were in code. So, sorry. Sometimes it's hard to read on the internet. You should know that in my family, in our family here in the Nerd Crypt, we like to play devil's advocate. So I've taken one side of that coin. Now I'm going to flip it over and see if I can come up with some reasons why Magic the Gathering is alive and well and will survive for generations. From Hasbro's Investor Relations, and yes, I have it here on, this is what we call a piece of paper. Most of you are used to screens. At one point, all writing was on something like this. Old guys like me, need it. So we all know Magic the Gathering is the first collectible card game. So reason number one it's going to survive is the fact that it is the first. And is the first and has survived for 30 years. That means a lot, and I'll get back to that here in a minute. But there's other goodness here from Hasbro's Investor Relations. I'll leave the link down below in the description. I mean, it's highly strategic gameplay that is customizable to any individual's playstyle, which is true. I mean, when you think about it, one of the things that makes Magic great is no two games should be the same. Even if people are net decking, which is what we used to call it, or, they're going online, getting part of the meta, which I evidently don't understand. No, I understand what the meta is, folks. It's like the cards that people are playing and how they interact with each other, blah, blah, blah. New releases change the meta sometimes. What is everybody playing right now? It's the meta game. It's like metacognition or a meta-analysis or anything with the word meta slapped on the beginning of it. So anyway, point is, it can be customizable. And even when everybody's playing with the same decks at the table, the chances that everybody's going to draw the same cards in the same order is, well, not zero, but pretty low. So that's kind of fun. It's like a new game all the time. This is an interesting number. We'll throw this up there as an important, 2 or 3. I don't know what number I'm on now. Played by over 50 million players to date globally is what they said. 50 million to date. I don't know exactly what that means. Does it mean over the course of Magic's existence, there have been 50 million people that have participated in the game? Because if that's the case, then the real number is a lot lower than that. And it's hard to find a hard number on the number of Magic players out there on the interwebs. I've looked all over the place. You see like 20 million, 30 million, 10 million, who knows? But anyway, Hasbro's telling me played by over 50 million players to date globally. So 10 million registered digital players with Magic Arena. I mean, that's a big number. I think I looked at Steam the other day. I can't remember where I came up with it. It was a stat, and it was like a little wavy line that showed you like the peak number of players on Magic on Steam every day. And that peaked out, and granted, it was just through Steam. That peaked out at about 5,000 or 6,000 a day usually, and it dropped much lower, like in the evening time, at least for our Western audiences. So I don't know exactly what 10 million registered digital players means, but that's great. Good job. Hasbro sold over $1 billion worth of Magic products last year. I'm pretty sure that just is for the whole brand. The total number is $1.065 billion US dollars. A 7% growth over 2021. That's a big number. Now, that includes everything under the Magic the Gathering brand. That includes all the cards. That includes, people that are spending money on Arena. That probably even includes, like, what's that other little games that still exist? Puzzle Quest. I used to play that. People that are chipping in on that. So anyway, that's a lot of money. That's $1 billion is a lot of scratch. So it's clearly financially healthy, I guess. It's profitable. Over the last 10 years, Magic has grown at a 14% compound adjusted growth rate, which I'll let somebody that majored in finance explain that to you. But, that's not shabby. 10 years of 14% growth. That's all well and good. That's money. A lot of what they're doing that's growing, that made Magic sell over $1 billion, is they're starting to sell products that are Magic adjacent. Lord of the Rings, Doctor Who. We just got done with the Spooky Drop, which had Princess Bride, which I totally bought for my wife for Christmas because as you wish. Creep Show. I mean, I had to buy the Creep Show because it had that new Zombie Master, and I love me some Zombie Master. And it's Creep Show. That's just pretty wicked, pretty awesome. It also had the Evil Dead cards. So a lot of fun stuff in there in the all too often secret layers that are not very secret anymore. But those are the kind of things that are going to get people to come in and buy in, even if they're not a fan of Magic or don't even play Magic. I don't think people are buying Princess Bride that are Princess Bride fans so they can learn how to play Magic. There's only like 5 or 6 cards in that secret layer. But I digress. But you're bringing people in and you're introducing Magic to people, and maybe some of them will stick. I don't know. That's all that additional IP stuff is good. What do we have coming up? There's a Tomb Raider secret layer right now. They're going to have some Marvel cards. There's Jurassic Park right now in Lost Caverns of Ixalan. That's a lot of stuff that people like. So that'll keep Magic healthy. This is it. This is the thing that I think is most important when we signal the longevity of Magic the Gathering and show that it's going to continue on into the future. It is a generational game now. It has existed for 30 years, a little bit over 30 years. It is a game that dads play with their kids. I'm teaching Elliot to play. We played some Portal over the Thanksgiving break with those Portal decks I cracked open. We had a lot of fun. It's a game that, according to Hasbro, the average tabletop player is around 30 years, but players range from 13 years old to 45 years old. I'm a little older. I'll look past that. The point is that is their prime range, from 13 to 45. That's generational. And that's the thing that's going to keep Magic going, is the fact that it is something that gets passed on. It is something that people build memories with their parents or with their kids, dads and sons, maybe mothers and daughters. And it's the thing that's going to keep the game cranking more than the profits, more than all the additional IPs in the world, more than all the investors and collectors. It's the fact that it's something that's going to be enjoyed by more than one generation at a time. So those are my thoughts on Magic living on into perpetuity. I mean, eventually it's going to go the way of the cave painting, but doesn't everything? Anyway, have a great week. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments. Let's continue to have a dialogue. See you.